Hello there, Karl here. Welcome to my last of first challenge around Bahrain as Charles Leclerc. I don't have much more to say. It's a bit of a dead intro. Let's just get into it. On board with the Leclerc himself, and he's been quick all weekend, and he'll no doubt want to put it on pole position. Stopping. He stopped at the side of the track. I mean, what is going on? Wait, what? What? Are you telling... Oh, right, he's not happy because he's come out of quarantine against his will. And going back to Monaco. Oh, that's ridiculous. What? So it turns out even in the virtual world, the AI are sentient about their feelings towards the coronavirus pandemic. It's just a bit of a shocker, really. So after that show of a qualifying where Leclerc is now last on the grid, Mercedes got pole and Leclerc's got work to do if he's to win tomorrow.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
Cheers, boy. Here we are. One stop again in the dead night of Bahrain. Let's try and get that win today. 5 lights. Andy lights are out and away we go for the panel. Chocolat lost the first challenge and it's a decent-ish start against the AI. We're in a slipstream with Russell going up into the first corner. We're in a much faster car, so we have no excuse today. We must be aiming for at least the podium down the inside of about 17 cars. There's more like 5, but we don't need to talk about the exaggeration, ladies and gentlemen. 3 wide into turn 2, and that is a scintillating hold round the outside. At least 1 million out of 10. And now in the slipstream of Pierre Gasly. And as we go, they break super early. I didn't expect them to break that early. And as a result, we get all out of shape. Stroll's got back through. Canadia's Canada? Sure. I meant Canada, guys, but it turns out I can't speak English. My nationality questioning aside, down the inside we go of Canada's most favourite driver ever, Lance Stroll. Fantastic work into P15. Now chasing after Hulkenberg and Gasly, who aren't actually that far up the road, so I don't know why I said chasing. We are right up their back end. A bit saucy, Karl. Can you stop that, please? But remember, guys, when you mess with the prancing horse, you get the sauce. So going to the inside of not just Gasly, but Hulkenberg with our completely legal Ferrari power unit. He breaks slightly later than us, actually. We lock up, but we give him the big squeeze, and that is P13. Now chasing after the cars ahead at a rate of knots. On to lap 2 then, or almost, but we've already caught up to the back of Magnussen, so there must be some horrendous problem up ahead. Look at the gap between this gaggle of cars and the next to the outside of Magnussen, but we get our braking completely wrong on the curb, all out of shape, but somehow we keep it in a straight line, overtake Norris at the same time, exactly as planned. And our precise planning continues as Raikkonen and Ricciardo are going at it for 9th place. And Grosjean seems to be really slow. We're going to try and switch back on Raikkonen. Extra power down, but it's not going to happen. So tactically, we move to the outside of the next corner. Get the move done. Absolutely brilliant. And now chasing after the next 2 cars up ahead, which doesn't take that long, because Grosjean, as a matter of fact, has front wing damage, and it's taken us all this time just because of, firstly, the power unit. They got a better exit off the hairpin, so we're a bit slow today, I think. However, it won't stop us from absolutely careering past both of them in the slipstream. Ferrari power unit to the outside, on the grass a bit, maybe a bit exaggerated, but it doesn't matter. We are round the outside, braking late at the 100 board. Ricciardo breaks later, though. Traditional Rick Bobby right there. But we are safe into P8. That is the gap to the gaggle of cars ahead. It's our mission to try and catch them. Let's go. Nearing lap 4 then. In clear air, we've been absolutely rapid. And that is the gap to the cars ahead right there. So we're catching at a rate of knots. Halfway through that same lap then, there is Carlos Sainz in the distance there. Just gone through the left-hander. And there we are, not but a couple of seconds later. So we are visibly closing the gap. Advantages of having a Ferrari on a stock setup and performance against the McLaren of the same nature. It's going good. Personal best sectors. End of the lap. That is the gap. We're catching by multiple seconds per lap, showing our true pace, which is ideal. However, there's a yellow flag behind. And, oh, dear me. Good grief. Lando Norris having another shocker of a reliability issue. That's going to put him out of the race. He's having rotten luck, just like my career mode save. Unbelievable stuff. That is confirmation at the top. And insult to injury is virtual safety car has been deployed. And that means we can save some fuel and ERS, thankfully. But had that happened and I was on the pit straight, it would have been more ideal, because then I could have pit onto mediums, undercut everyone, and that would have been absolutely Gucci. I am never ever saying that again as long as I live. That is the gap to Sainz. We're boxing this lap. Let's stop being a chav and let's go. In the heat of Bahrain, it's pit time. Or should I say, Sweaty pit time. Ferrari have done a job out of the pit stop. As you can see, we're at the end of lap 7 now. Brilliant stuff, and now it's a job of undercutting everyone else. But when we're going wider than the width of the River Thames once again, that probably won't happen. There's Sainz and Perez in the pits, and we're not going to jump Verstappen. He's done by a country mile. I suspect there's a problem with the Red Bull Honda power unit, if you know what I'm saying. We've passed Perez, but now it's a job of passing Sainz. It's going to be really close, but thanks to the overspeed, we managed to hold it round the outside, and that is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to give that a horse out of 10. And it gets even better because the Spanish sausage behind can't re-overtake us as we got the DRS. So we maintain what is P11 for now, but provisionally will be something like P6. So that's not too bad. Podium challenge is still on, guys. Anyway, we've caught up to the toothpaste car. And now we are on to lap number 9. There are a couple of other cars in the pits, one of which is Alexander Albon. So let's see how close we are to him. Oh, it's going to be even closer than I thought it was going to be. Fantastic stuff. He's caught up behind Kvyat, so hopefully we can use him as a blockade and try and overtake Albon imminently. In a matter of corners, actually. There he is, behind the slow Daniel Kvyat, who just on his soft tyres, he's an absolute boat. Luckily, Albon is all over the back of him, and as a result of that, we are all over the back of Albon. He locks up, actually. That's quite tasty, but not enough to warrant any overtakes. I'm running on 105 difficulty, by the way, but for some reason, on that hairpin, it just feels impossible to get a better exit than the AI. But good thing is, Albon overtakes Kvyat, and as a result, we are opportunistic and use that opportunity to sail on down the inside of Kvyat, and we get dirty air on that right-hander, so there was no chance we were going to stay close by to Albon. However, we will have a very, very good run at the Thai Red Bull driver. So coming down towards the last corner, he's going to defend to the inside. We're going to try and switch it back as much as we can, but we just can't carry the speed through the corner. But luckily, legal power unit usage, sailing past Albon with absolute ease, and that is P5. And hopefully we can aim even higher. I think P3 might be out of the question, but let's catch Verstappen, guys. On to the end of lap time, and we have scorching pace. Best last sector of the entire race, and Jeff is talking about saving tyres. I don't care, mate. I am literally trying to catch up to Verstappen. Why are you telling me to save my tyres, you complete dick face? On to lap number 12. As you can see, pace isn't as good on that lap, but we are catching Verstappen still. So that is good. This is more like a last to question mark challenge now instead of a last to first, because it's not going to happen anymore. Look how far ahead they are. So we're going to try and catch Verstappen, overtake him, and then that'll be a good day's work. I'll be honest though, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, halfway through lap 13, and we were bamboozled. Verstappen had an answer to the pace we had. Our tyres fell off or something. The Ferrari felt very understeery. That's as much as I will tell. Maybe it was the setup I was using. Maybe I should have had a click higher on the front wing. But no, wasn't to be. Apparently the Ferrari is just understeer McGee all the way through. Exhibit A is I completely missed the apex and esports line, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to esports, guys. So at the same place on the very last lap of the Grand Prix, we're up on our personal best just by a little bit, but it's not enough to catch Verstappen in the end. Hamilton wins. Bottas does go and set the fastest lap in the end right there. But it just wasn't enough from us. Car felt really weird towards the end, sliding out of the last corner. It's going to be P5. Disappointing.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Miracles do happen, mate. No.
So, Mercedes win again. We will win one of these challenges last first, even if it has to be in the Mercedes car. But as you can see, it was not this day. It is a valiant effort though, P5 in the end. We didn't seem to have as much pace as the guys up ahead, so that's a shame, especially considering that my Bahrain career mode episode, I had scintillating pace towards the end, but it was not to be in this case. Ferrari car felt weird as well, but enough of the excuses. Hopefully in the near future, I can finally complete the last to first challenge. And with that awful piece of French now out of the way, thank you all for watching this last to first attempt. I f***ed it up a bit, but it was an attempt at least. We shall do better next time. If you did enjoy, slap like, smash subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a single one of my uploads. It would mean a great deal if you could. Also, I have social medias, my Twitter and my Instagram, at KarlsCarsYT. Links down below, give them a follow. I promise you, it will be very, very good fun. Until the next video, whatever that video may be, thank you all ever so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you very soon.